that's what we're doing today. Hey everyone, thanks for coming back to my channel, Navigating Betty. I am Betty, and this is it. I have today and tomorrow off. So today I'm going to scrape this paint off. Tomorrow I'm going to go over it with a sander because there can be a lot of spaces where that just need to be smoothed out. I do still have to sand the top part of that trim, and then I will be done with the front facing house, and I will officially start painting the front facing house. So when will I get to the back? As you can see, most of the paint is scraped off like 6-7 feet down. And then you get to the top part. I'm pretty sure that I can reach up to right about there with the ladder that I have. And I was thinking, what, Google? Oh my gosh. What is it? Oh. What? Oh my gosh. He sounds like a pterodactyl. Anyway, I had at once thought that I could come in up and over from the roof. But that's just way too thick of an overhang. And now here's why I am thinking of the resale value. Do you hear that? On the other side of my neighbor's house is the neighbor who keeps all the dogs outside tied up, but tied up separately away from each other. Like there's one, there's two. There's two right there. One is over there. Nope. That one breaks my heart. I called her Bunny. They're still puppies. They're like 1.5 years old. But he keeps them all tied up and they can't move very far. And then there's another one somewhere. But I hear them barking all the time. They never get walked. They're always crying. It's not that they're a bother. It's that I know that no one cares about them. This is their life. It's heartbreaking. Goodness. There's my boy. Hi. What are you doing? What are you doing, baby? His name is Cat Stevens, officially. But my sister calls him Choncho. I call him Papas. Oh my gosh, and either way, he's just spoiled. He's a spoiled little brat. And he is displeased with the go-go situation. Ow! I have my water. I have my ice. I have my electrolytes and my mosquito repellent. I just need to put on my sunscreen. Maybe grab a drink. Have a moment of zen before I begin. But then we're off to the races. It's almost over. Okay, not really. But it's almost over. Let me have my little moments, okay? I have my sanding discs of 40 Oh, cannot focus. 40 grit. There's 10 in each box, so that makes it 20. You will see the discarded carcasses of the old sanding discs. I am hoping I will not need many more than 20, but we will see. There's my glasses. I have been looking for those. But I'm going to sand the rest of this wall and it'll be done. It's going to be awesome. Okay, let's go. I just have that last section to go. That shouldn't take more than an hour. We're just taking a bit of a stroll. I am being very, very fortunate today because it's a cloudy day. It is not as hot as it has been, and I have this much left on my wall. It's about 12 p.m. I only have this left. I think I can do that in about half an hour to an hour, just depending on stuff, anything. Oh, wow. Some parts of this paint, it's really weird. Some parts of this paint have like, it's almost like 1/8 of an inch thick in places. And then you get to the bottom where it seems like it was just painted, but there was no under layer on there. No primer, nothing else. But yeah, in the middle here, it's really, really thick. I mean, really thick. You can see the thickness. And in some cases, like here, it's really easy to tell. Right. Like right here, it's really easy to tell where the paint was just melted into the grooves of the wood. And in just a few short days, it's all going to be smooth. It's all going to be smoothed out and ready to be painted. I did this. So excited. So excited. All right. Enough of that. I'm just stalling. This is all I have left. Look. Victory is within sight. Thursday. I so don't want to do this today. Like none of it. But all the more reason to get down to it. It's just after 8 a.m. I'm about to start sanding what I scraped yesterday. And you know, I was going to paint the two sides in the front because I'm impatient. And I have since decided against that. I'm going to tackle the back. For today, I'm just going to sand my little lumpy section of this side of the house, and I'm hoping to get all of this side sanded today. Well, I am all done. It's not as great as I wanted it to be, but it is smoother. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do. I've smoothed it out. It is Thursday. I work tomorrow, and then I have this weekend off. I want to make sure that I have the time to pressure wash it and then put in wood filler, go back, sand it, put caulking in, and then I'll be able to apply primer and then paint it. I'm looking at the back. My little head. Sure, I can do that. Yeah. So today is Saturday and I'm not going to work on the house today. I am going to go to the farmer's market with my girl and pick up more caulk, more wood filling, and also figure out, I'm gonna get the ladder out and see how far I can reach up there. But what I'm doing right now is trying to figure out what's happening with my air conditioner. It's kind of like spitting water out. Not the air conditioner that broke, the other air conditioner. Hopefully you can hear me. So, see, it's wet over here. If I put my hand right here, I can feel it spitting out water. I know what you're thinking. Holy. And you're not wrong. But I've decided to make a compromise with myself. Looking at the trim underneath there and the trim that goes all the way to the top. I don't know what that light is for. That doesn't turn on. Oh gosh. There's my stray. There's my Siamese. Look at her face. She's like, no. Dude, I'm filming. I am going to focus on removing the caulk in between the slats and seeing how much I can scrape off. And the compromise I have with myself is I am going to scrape off as much as possible and nail those nails back in. Like, did they come out all by themselves? What happened there? Once I scrape off as much as I can, you know, I'm just gonna, I'll attempt the sander, but this is going to involve a lot of moving the ladder. So whenever you're sanding on a ladder and the ladder is extended, you have your ladder in front of you, you can only reach as much to the left or as much to the right, and you can't really get the middle. So this is gonna be fun. So I've got my material because I am only going to deal with scraping as much paint as I can and getting in between the slats, getting the caulk out. So I've got my little glasses. I'm just going to use this for now. There's not going to be any sanding involved. Got my gloves. So I'm going to be taking a lot of breaks because I really want to work little by little throughout the day, and I want to get as much as I can, as far as I can, and I really need to move this deck. And I know it's crazy removing all of the paint and scraping it off and then sanding down to the wood. People have called me crazy. But here's the thing. I don't know who put the blue paint on, but whoever they were didn't put primer underneath it. So the entire house was looking like this. So I haven't nailed my those deck pieces down, so I nearly face planted. Now I need to take this apart. Okay, I'm gonna take out the loose board. Everything was temporary. You have to understand that. When I first moved in, everything was temporary. I was just going to do it later, do something else with it later. And I never did. Well, if nothing else, this will get me a leg up on preparing for my next project, which is going to be this backyard. I want to turn it into some place that I can come out when it's dark and look up at the sky, which is something that I can't do with a screened-in porch, even though that's why I bought this house, was for that screened-in porch, which I love. Buy something, maybe a little one of those freestanding hammocks, and just put it like right in the middle and be able to stare up at the sky, stare up at the stars. That sounds so silly, but that's what I want. Surprisingly little amount of time. My whole point about taking all of the paint off, even if I wanted to just paint over the blue, if it didn't look so horrible, it would still flake off because the initial issue is not addressed, which is that whoever put on the blue did so without primer, and it's not adhering to the layer underneath. That is so good. I like Propel better than I like Gatorade, because Gatorade has a drying of the mouth sensation. Just to give you my opinion on electrolytes, since I've been using them so long. So it's almost 7 on a Sunday, and I have spent the entire day scraping my house, but taking significant breaks in between. I still have the very top of the back of the house, but then I'm done with the manual scraping. I'll come in with the angled grinder and get it as much as I can off. Then I'll sand it. That and the trim, of course. I am not above doing as much as I can and then just painting over the paint that I just cannot reach. I'm pretty sure I will be able to paint the back of my house with very little problems. I just don't think it's going to be as thorough of a job as I was able to do with the sides and the front, just because of the height and the angle. When you get that far up, it's really not about the effort. It is about the fact that you're on a ladder. Your center of gravity is very precarious, and you really can't move around a whole lot, and you don't have anything to hold on to. So we'll see how much I get done. But if you have been hanging out, thanks so much. I really appreciate it. See you later. This should say it all.